Hello, everyone. I'm stopping by to impress upon you the importance of finding your center of dignity, the calm place from which you can flow. Some of you have found it in the past for a little while. Sometimes a big tragedy in the family, for example, sobers you up, and you are more responsible, more diligent, more thoughtful. See? But you need to have that all the time. You need to have that all the time, so that when things happen on the outside, Christ said, in the world you will have trouble. You will have tribulation, you will have pressure, you will have problems. But he said, take heart, for I have overcome the world. Well, in order to overcome all of these things, you have to find out how to deal with them properly, and you need his help. The first thing you need to know is how to find him. Not in a book. You have to go within. Learn to be still and get back in touch with what you had when you were a little child. You had intuition, where you could see and perceive. You could look at somebody or watch them talking or doing something, and you could see something in the way they moved. You couldn't put words on it. You were just a little child, but you saw. That's your intuition. It's from God. It's a gift to all human beings. But you have to be in touch, refind it, because you lost it. How did you lose it? Emotions. That's right, emotions. Getting angry, resenting your boyfriend, hating your mom, resenting your dad, getting irritated at people, and making things too important. And of course, various excitements. When you get excited, you fall away from that calmness, and you fall into a state of mind where you are more suggestible. Let's put it that way. How many of you have had excitement over some person and you followed them or got involved with them only to end up being betrayed by them? See? So how come you couldn't see from the beginning that they weren't any good? Maybe you had friends that tried to warn you. You couldn't see it. You know, how many young ladies get involved with a guy and her friends say, that guy's no good. He's a cheat, he's a liar, but she doesn't believe it. She sort of knows, but she doesn't want to believe it. And she's swept away by the excitement. And then all of a sudden one day, she finds out now you say, well, if I have that intuition, do I have to be sober and thoughtful and a goody two-shoes and nice and perfect? And no, not at all. You'll just be a regular person. But you will have a bit of understanding. And it also gives you a little distance. I'll give you another example. A child comes to you with something and you're almost ready to get angry or irritated. Then all of a sudden, you stand back and you see that they're just a child. Your wife is just a lady. Your husband's just a man. And the anger melts away. The impatience, the resentment melt away. But did you notice that they're emotions again? So I gave you a clue. The way you lost your intuition was emotions. And it's the emotions that rose up and attached you to the world, and entangled you with the world, and entangled you with thoughts that came from the world, and led you into traumas, See? So you need to stand back from emotions. No, I'm not saying you have to repress them or suppress them. I'm saying you just stand back from them and watch them. When the emotion rises, you just see it. And that way you won't add emotion to emotion. See what I mean? And with a little bit of distance, a little bit of perspective, you will be able to go out in the world and then not mess up so much. And life becomes more of an adventure. Because now the other things, you go into your thoughts. At the first sighting of stress, you retreat into your thoughts and you try to plan. What if this? What if that? I've got to do this. I'll say that. See? You got to be more spontaneous. Like you were when you were a little child. Remember? And every day was an adventure. That's how life is supposed to be, a great adventure. And then, when you encounter people who are angry, or who are difficult, or who don't have any understanding, or are making things too important, like your family, for example, now you can have patience. And a little bit of wisdom, but a lot of patience. You know what? Remember Christ said, was it Paul? He said, Christ said, don't be overcome by evil. Overcome evil with good. Can you see how if somebody's a little naughty, a little impatient, a little angry, if you're patient, do you see how you overcome their impatience? You overcome their unreasonableness with reasonableness. So what's going to assist you in beginning to do the things that I said? Meditation, a proper meditation. I've made the 4-part meditation, the classic 4-part, beautiful meditation. I've made it free. You can go to sheddingshackles.com, www.sheddingshackles.com, and click on meditation icon, and it's free. It's beautiful. It's 4 parts, probably over an hour. You can listen to it. Just listen. Maybe try it. That would be good. You should try it. At least listen to it. It's beautiful. Beautiful.